Hey everybody, what's going on? I'm going to give everybody about 10-20 seconds to get into the room because we got a big topic today. So something I definitely want to go over. This is gonna come it's gonna come off bad, but I don't know what else to say. I'm echoing through you, Carl.
I know. 1 second.
Yeah. So wait a minute. I just made a tweet and I can't find my tweet. I don't understand this. I want to make sure my tweet is out there. Oh wow, really? Did that like that doesn't make any sense. All right, that doesn't make any 27 seconds ago, right? Okay, so let's wow, that didn't make any sense whatsoever. Let's delete this tweet. Delete it. Let's do the tweet all over again, and this time I know I put that in there. So like what's really up with that? And now let me get the stream link. Wait a minute, we got a couple of people in here. What's going on? I told you, Cornelius, we want to come back and we're going to talk about this topic once the translations is out. And boy, do I have a lot to talk about. And like, dudes got, I'm going to expose some dudes in this. So don't get offended who gets exposed in this because like dudes kind of like, yeah, B, for real. Dudes got caught and I knew they were going to get caught. Like, look, us Vegeta fans out here have no problem with being known as Vegeta fans. We keep it real, though. We'll let people know, okay, this is what we feel about Vegeta. This is what we want about Vegeta. But we know it's about Goku. Goku's the man. It's his show. It's not the Vegeta show. So, whatever. We just want to make sure Vegeta gets his burn. Goku's the man. He'll do his thing. What I don't like about Goku fans is that Goku fans are completely inconsiderate about any other character in Dragon Ball. They're inconsiderate about Gohan fans. They're inconsiderate about other characters such as Piccolo, 17, 18. Man, listen, even Frieza's deeper than Goku. Real rap. And a lot of people it's just crazy how people don't even, recognize this. And like we caught the fandom in their fanboyness. So I want to welcome you guys, a guest back to my show. None other than Black Pauldron.
Yo.
Yeah, what's going on? So Black Pauldron is here, and we're gonna touch on some stuff. So let me just get straight to the point. Let me open up some stuff. Vegeta straight up called Goku. I don't even care about him and the whole father thing. First of all, Goku was dead when Goten was born, so that doesn't even mean anything. And who knows where Goku was when Gohan was born? That's just what it is. Like you have to remember, Goku was not raised with a father, so you can't expect him to be a father. He's a reflection of how he was raised. He was raised in the wild, like whatever, go do your own thing and roar and dinosaurs and all types of crack and whatnot. So you can't hold Goku to a fatherly standard. Vegeta is more of a father to his children than Goku because Vegeta had a father and a mother with royalty blood and a society that raised Vegeta in that environment. So in defense of Goku, that whole thing doesn't even matter. That's just the writers poking fun at Goku because they can afford to poke fun at Goku because Goku's the star of the show. So no matter what's being said about Goku, it's really just it's win like my fan. Goku fans getting tight about that just goes to show you that they have this like Goku can do no wrong. He's invincible. No one should ever talk about Goku in any bad sense when Goku has done a lot of things that, like, as bad as Vegeta is, Vegeta didn't plunge all of the multiverses into imminent destruction. Goku did, but it's Goku, so let him rock. What? Like, do you not see what his son had to go through? His son just had to Kamehameha and blow a man off the stage, and my man's locket fell on the floor, and he's looking and he's like, I just wiped out this man's family and his entire universe. Like, and Gohan has remorse about that. Like, he's like, I just wiped out an incalculable amount of those families that's in that locket, in that guy's universe. And when you look at it, whose fault is this? Goku. Oh, well, then people's counter argument is, oh, well, Triforce, at the end of the day, when you really think about it, like, the gods were going to do that regardless, no matter what. So Goku's giving them a fighting chance. Wrong. As Android 17 said when Goku was like, yo, come on, our team is fighting for us to fix the universe. No. Come on, Android 17. If you don't, Xeno's going to erase us. And he's like, okay, so he erases us. See, in this regard, ignorance is bliss. If God decides to come and snap his fingers and instantaneously end this universe that we are in, I don't want to know. Just do your thing, God. And get rid of us. None of us will know the wiser. It will be painless. It will be blissful because none of us will know. One moment we're here, next moment we do not exist. It's not a big deal. But when you know Goku, and I'm going to say this is a controversial statement, Goku is a terrorist. Goku is a universal terrorist. Goku has caused terror in the hearts of 8 universes, including his own, in which they all got to fight for it. Yet no one points this out because it's Goku, so he could do no wrong, which is, it's crazy. That's nuts. But anyway, that's not the point of this show. The point of this show is Vegeta's resolve. As anyone who's watching the thumbnail and anyone who's watching this picture, you'll see he says, "I'm the one who will get to the top first. I'm sick of following after him." Excuse me, I'm sorry.
I would say that Goku's more of an instigator, but yeah, he's caused a lot of this.
Yes, what I'm trying to do is I'm looking at the actual the horror of the match. I'm looking at what he has caused. I'm like, Goku or not, I can remove him from being the main character and look at it for what it is. Like, the man just terrorized 8 universes. It is because of him, the gods of the gods of destructions, the angels, and the Kaioshins of all 8 of those universes were now, hey, listen, guys, we're going to destroy your universe, but we're going to give you a chance to fight for it. Where did this come from? Xeno wants a tournament with the with you guys all involved, and you get to fight to see if your universe survives. I'm sure if Xeno was just going to wipe out everyone, he just said, no one would have been the wiser. I don't think anyone would be fearing. Everyone has to suffer this fear. There's a level of fear involved, and terror, and horror. As dudes are watching there, at the God of Destruction from Universe 11, which is Jiren's universe, he's sitting there worried like, yo, we just lost another dude. And he has to be reassured. If anyone watched Dragon Ball Super episode 103 or 102, Gowasu, when the guy was fighting Gohan, Gowasu even said it himself. There was like, Gowasu, just a moment ago you was ready to just die, and he's like, yes, but you know, Onipo or whatever his name is, he just gave me hope to cling to life. Like, what? Like, that statement is so horrid and dreaded. Our last fighter, Oniko or whatever his name, is giving me hope to cling to life. Who created that? Who put Gowasu through that? Goku. Goku put Gowasu through that. Goku definitely put Universe 9 through that. Universe 9 been hating. In fact, Universe 9 at the exhibition tournament was like, he is the reason why we're all going to have to fight for the existence of our universe. Which is why they ganged up on Goku. Are they wrong? No. And then sickeningly, just to show you how human society is, on a sickeningly level, dudes were cheering on Goku. I was not. I was sitting there neutral about the situation. Obviously, I want Universe 7 to win because I have vested interest in Vegeta, but it's not because of Goku. I could have killed. Go on, jump in.
I knew Bergamoth was gonna get his ass handed to him, but I was rooting for him because he was like, "I'm gonna put you down right here, right now."
Wait, who are you talking about?
Remember when they did the preliminaries and there was the wolf dudes was trying to like.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I was rooting for Bergamoth.
Yeah, definitely.
Please.
I did not want Goku to win his fight in the exhibition tournament because I'm like, yo, you're crazy. And then this is the problem. This is how you know people are not Dragon Ball fans. They're not even looking at the lore. If you look at the lore, Whis told him he was wrong. Gohan told him he's wrong. Beerus told him he's wrong. Vegeta told him he's wrong. In fact, there is nobody in Universe 7 that agrees with what Goku did. And then on top of it, to compound the situation, Goku goes out and gets Frieza. I got to add an argument with Cornelius on, well, not an argument, a debate. No, it wasn't Cornelius, with Korn on Twitter. And he was like, yeah, but Vegeta has a pride to the whole situation. And I'm like, what? What pride? What are you talking about? Yeah, because like he's arguing with Goku about putting Frieza on the team. Yeah. Like, Frieza is evil.
This is a bad idea.
Like, that's a bad ideal. No, that's Vegeta's pride. Everyone, later great minds. So he's like, Vegeta is over here arguing about the situation rather than let it go. He's being stubborn about it. And I'm like, yo, how is he being stubborn about the situation? It's got nothing to be stubborn about. I'm like, this is like, this whole situation in regards to like Goku or whatever has nothing to do with Vegeta being stubborn. It is a bad ideal. At any point, Frieza can betray them in the tournament, just for the spite of killing Goku. And to be very honest with you, anyone who's not expecting that from Frieza, you are not Dragon Ball fans. Just letting y'all know that right now. Understand this, know this, accept this, inhale this. Take this L in your chest right now. Mark my words. Frieza is going to get his revenge on Goku, which may end up with Goku being either incapacitated in the tournament or Goku being knocked off. I put any money to anybody. Frieza is the reason. Frieza is going to be the reason why Goku gets knocked out of the tournament or gets incapacitated to continue to fight, but he'll still be on the stage at some point. Frieza is going to betray Goku. And when people see that, don't go, oh man, why? Yo, this is wrong, yo, Frieza. Those are the actions of Goku. Anyone ever heard of the story about the fox and the scorpion? Goku needed to cross that, Frieza needed to cross that river. Goku's the fox, Frieza's a scorpion. And Goku wants to, and Frieza wants to cross that river. And Goku's like, yo, let me take you, I'll take you across the river. And he's like, you get taken across the river, then the scorpion stings him. And then Goku's going to sit there and ask Frieza, Frieza, why? What do you mean, why? It's Frieza. What were you expecting? So, I don't know about you Goku fans out there, but when this happens, I'm going to put a meme of, I'm going to get a cup like this, and I'm going to put a label on it. And it's going to say, Goku fan tears. And it's just going to be filled to the brim. I'm a straw. I'm just going to be drinking it. So when that happens. So don't get tight when Fox and the Scorpion, Jerry on.
Yeah, Goku is definitely the architect of his own demise.
Exactly. And anyone who can't see that, you're all full of it. It's the same thing with like Earth being almost destroyed by Cell. Goku was an architect of Earth's near destruction because he could have just let Gohan fight him, wear him down, and then give Gohan the Senzu bean. Nope. Hey, Cell, here. Like, what? Are you crazy? So, for all the things that people say about Vegeta, like, we're going to cut that out. Anyway, let's
actually, you know what, real quick, right before we move on.
Okay.
You notice something? You know there's a weird shift in paradigms here? Because Vegeta did this to himself.
Yes, in the Imperfect Cell arc.
Yes, and in the Buu Saga, it came to a head when he took the Majin and then blew himself up to like basically like repent. Exactly.
And no one forgave Vegeta for those two blundering stupid errors. Everyone said he was stupid. Ha. That's what you get. Killed himself to try to kill Majin Buu, and it was for nothing, and people laughed at him. I'm letting you guys know right now, the way they're writing this looks like they're gonna set Goku up for that. And I wonder what y'all are gonna say. Are y'all gonna give Goku the same treatment that they gave Vegeta for his two stupid blunders in the Cell arc and the Buu arc? I doubt it. I think Goku fans are gonna sit there and go, nah, but Goku gave them a chance to fight. Like, eye roll, like, stop. So, all right. So, um, let me get to let us start this whole thing off. So, before we get into this, is about a vow Vegeta made, the status of Vegeta's current position in the manga, which relates to the anime. So let's go over how this whole thing relates to the anime and the manga. But the first thing we need to do is this, right? Um, we need to take into account the score. So I decided that I want to use this opening part to shut all the Goku and Vegeta fans up about the whole keeping score. You have Goku fans saying Vegeta has never surpassed Goku. We have Vegeta fans saying Vegeta surpassed Goku more times than Goku surpassed him. Both sides are absolutely wrong. Both sides are absolute idiots. So I wanted to read something to you guys. I decided to do the research. Let me read something for you guys. So this is the current score between Goku and Vegeta in terms of who surpasses who. In the introduction of the Saiyan arc, Vegeta was introduced stronger than Goku. Even with Kaioken, Goku was not stronger than Vegeta. Let me explain something to you guys about Kaioken that you guys are not aware of. Kaioken, it is not a part of Goku's natural strength. It is a technique that has a finite ability, meaning it can run out. Goku has yet to master the move where it does not put the strain on his body. Yet. We don't know. But as far as it's concerned, Kaioken still puts a strain on Goku's body. Last time we saw Goku use Kaioken and saw the effects of the recoil was when he fought merged Zamasu. He was almost spent in his natural power, and then he was burnt out from his natural power. Then he used Kaioken, and that almost crippled him. They had to use a Senzu Bean to revive him. He used Kaioken for a very brief second against Gohan, and he was able to turn it off. So there was no effects to him. So in the anime, and this is strictly for the anime, by the way. In the anime, Goku has used Kaioken 3 times, right? In the manga now, Goku does not use Kaioken at all. Kaioken is not brought up in the manga. So in the manga, Kaioken cannot be used to measure Goku's strength versus Vegeta at all. You have to measure what they are, which is why I keep saying to a lot of people that the anime is more fan service than story. It's really...
Yeah, the Kaioken is like a really arbitrary narrative tool they use to bullshit him in certain situations. They can move the story along.
That's it. It just if they want to. In the manga, Goku beats Hit and Goku beats Zamasu without Kaioken. And so it has never been introduced. I just want to put that out there. So when people go, yeah, but he had Kaioken when he was on Earth. Well, you saw what happened when he had Kaioken on Earth. He hit Vegeta with a Kaioken Kamehameha ×4. Vegeta got up. He hit Vegeta with a Spirit Bomb. Vegeta got up. They cut off Vegeta's tail. Vegeta got up. Great Ape Gohan started slapping Vegeta around. Vegeta got up and bopped Great Ape Gohan and still had the ability to crawl back to his ship while Goku laid crippled and paralyzed on the floor. So, in the first arc, Vegeta was stronger than Goku. In the Android, no, not in the Android saga, in the Namek and Frieza saga, Goku arrives to planet Vegeta, Namek stronger.
Namek.
Yeah, he arrives on the planet Namek stronger than Vegeta due to the Zenkai boost based on the bus ass that Vegeta gave him on Earth. Then, so he became stronger than Vegeta. Then Vegeta surpasses Goku again by allowing Krillin to shoot him in the chest, and he gets a real powerful Zenkai boost, and then he goes on to his thing. But ultimately, Goku trumps Vegeta by turning Super Saiyan. So that now in the Namek/Frieza arc, Goku surpasses Vegeta. So scores 1-1. In the Android saga, Vegeta comes back with his new Super Saiyan 1 form, and it is confirmed In the Japanese version, that Piccolo says Vegeta is stronger than even Goku. Now, a lot of people want to take this out of context and draw a new narrative. Oh, Piccolo is saying that because Goku had a heart attack. Why would Piccolo judge Goku's strength based on his heart attack condition? That's so stupid. That makes no sense. He's talking about Goku's power as a Super Saiyan, period. That's what he's talking about. He's not talking about when Goku was sick. Goku went to the androids and started fighting the androids, and he had a certain power level. He wasn't sick then. He became sick later in the fight. Later in the fight, now his power dropped down. It is logical to believe and to say that Piccolo is rating Vegeta's Super Saiyan to Goku's Super Saiyan at their peak performance when they both transformed, not when they were weakened in battle, which is why Vegeta said what he said as Vegeta transformed. He didn't say later on in the fight after Android 19 drained most of Vegeta's power. He said it in the beginning. So for people to sit here and say, oh, well, no, Goku was sick. Yes, he was sick. And we know he was at full power later on in the fight. But he was at full power in the beginning of the fight. In the beginning of the fight, he had no illness. Later on in the fight, became ill. So Vegeta surpassed Goku in that. Confirmed by Piccolo. So the score is 2-1 Vegeta. Vegeta then goes into... Goku remains sick, right? He's down. Vegeta goes into a hyperbolic time chamber. Goku comes back, right? Goku's healed. Vegeta goes into a hyperbolic time chamber first and surpass... Well, see, here's where I don't know if I want to even count this point to Vegeta because he was already ahead of Goku. So going further ahead of Goku, does that really count as a surpass? No, because he's already in front. So I'm going to skip Vegeta's hyperbolic time chamber and just, yes, like Cornelius says, semantics. So I'm going to skip past Vegeta's hyperbolic time chamber. Some people say when Goku was healed, he was stronger than Vegeta, but there's no evidence to show anywhere in the Dragon Ball arc during that time where Goku became healed, where it says Goku is now stronger than Vegeta. So skip Vegeta's hyperbolic time chamber's ascension, because that's what it was. So that's why it's called Ascended Super Saiyan. And we'll go to Goku, where Goku now goes to the hyperbolic time chamber, and then he surpasses Vegeta by mastering Super Saiyan 1. So now the score is 2-2, right? Now, the Buu arc. Despite matching Goku's Super Saiyan 2, Goku had surpassed Vegeta with Super Saiyan 3. So the score now is 3-2 Goku. In the Super arc, Vegeta surpasses Goku when Beerus slaps Bulma. And no, it's not for a moment. I hated when that first came out. Everyone was like, oh, it was for a moment. No, it wasn't for a moment. That Vegeta turned rage, that's his power. It stays in him. It doesn't come and just vanishes out of nowhere. That is so stupid. That's like when Goku in any of his movies or any other that's like saying, oh, when Krillin died and Goku turned Super Saiyan, for that he only had that power for that moment he fight Frieza. No. Anyway, the difference is that Frieza wasn't able to dispatch Goku as quickly as Beerus dispatched Vegeta with his power. So don't sit here and say, oh, it was momentarily. No. People go, well, you can't compare. Yes, I can. Goku's best friend died, which triggered his Super Saiyan form, and Bulma and Vegeta's love was hurt, which triggered his mutation rage. Yes, that's the same exact context and situation. So no, Vegeta just surpassed the Super Saiyan 3. So Vegeta Super Saiyan 2 is stronger than Goku Super Saiyan 3. So says Goku himself. In the movie Battle of the Gods, oh, Master Roshi doesn't know what he's talking about. He's so stupid. That's why I was so glad that when they made the manga version, not the manga version, when they made the anime version, it's like, nah, it's not Master Roshi who said it. It's Vegeta who said it. So, no, Goku said it. So, now what? What are y'all going to say? So, now the score is 3-3, right? So, then now, in the Super Arc 2, which is the Frieza arc, right? Return of Frieza. Goku and Vegeta are relatively even. Now, we can say this is we can say this. let's go back. Let's peel back a little bit because they're still at 3-3. But the reason why I just made it at the Frieza arc 2-2, Korn is in there. I'm glad you're in here, Korn. We gonna talk, Adonis. I got you. Give me a second. So the reason why
Trevor's gonna be back in 2 seconds.
Okay, cool. The reason why I say they're just relatively even by the time you get to the Frieza arc is because two things happened that puts another point on this board for both of them and keeps them at even. So I don't know if we want to keep that, but just for technical purposes, right? Just to keep it within, you know, so no one complains. Goku then surpasses Vegeta by becoming Super Saiyan God, but then Vegeta surpasses Goku by becoming Super Saiyan God on his own, to where when Goku went to Whis' planet, after Vegeta got 6 months of training on his own, he was like, Vegeta, I think you surpassed me. Which Vegeta did because Vegeta was already Super Saiyan God plus Whis training. So, yeah, he surpassed him. So, they're really, it's 4-4. But just for the sake of the cause, the point is at the end of their training, they both became Super Saiyan Blue. So, I just keep them at even. So, whether it's 3-3 or 4-4 or 4-4-4, whether you listen to Jay-Z or not, it doesn't matter. They're even. So, we're going to skip that. Now in a super arc, right? Okay. I'm going to, let's go to super arc 3, right?
And I'm back.
Okay, you're back? Okay, so I just said, we pretty much just said that they're even in Super Arc 2 by the time they get up to the Frieza Saga. Because regardless of Goku surpassing Vegeta with Super Saiyan God, when Vegeta went to go train with Whis, he had then surpassed Goku. But so they both get a point for that. But at the end, they both turned Super Saiyan Blue at the same time. Both trained by Whis. So they're even. Right? Okay, boom.
Exactly, yeah.
So that now, Super Arc 3, Goku uses Kaioken to break the tiebreaker between himself and Vegeta. So at this point, we're at 5-4 Goku, right? But then in the Goku Black Arc, Vegeta comes out the hyperbolic time chamber and washes Black and surpasses Goku. So they're 5-5. Now, in the anime, even though they're 5-5, Vegeta's actually supposed to be strong at this point. But it is unknown. It is very... I stopped there because I waited for the manga to catch up to the anime, and we are now at the Universal Survival tournament. And there is no indication where Goku is... Well, actually, that is not true. And I quote, Goku said this himself. After Vegeta finished training with Whis, Goku said, yo, Vegeta, you should come with me and train for this tournament. Vegeta says no, and he says, why not? My child is being born. And Goku says in the anime, okay, don't get mad if we become stronger than you. Now, why would Goku say that? Would that not mean that Vegeta is currently stronger than Goku? Which would make sense because Goku cannot beat Goku Black. He couldn't. He just couldn't beat Goku Black. But Vegeta washed him. So, yeah. And then Vegeta said in the Goku Black arc, when Goku's like, okay, who are you going to fight, Zamasu or Goku Black? And he's like, the one that looks like you. And then Goku was like, confident are we? And he was like, there's no need to be confident. I'm superior to the real version of you. What makes you think I'll lose to the fake? Now, a lot of people, this is what I don't like about like the Dragon Ball influencers out there. Geekdom 101, Unrelent Gaming, and all these guys out there, Seth the Programmer, no one talked about that. And I thought that was a very serious talking point. Like, why would Vegeta say that? No one brought it up. No one wanted to talk about it. And all people kept saying, no, he's not stronger than it because Goku has Kaioken. Why would Vegeta make a statement like that knowing that Goku has Kaioken? If he knows Goku has Kaioken, he would not sit there confidently saying, I'm stronger than you. Because it's not a true statement. He's lying to himself. Why would he say that? And when I said that to people, everyone shut up and said nothing. And I'm like, why isn't no one talking about this? And I just noticed, like, the only time anyone talks about anyone surpassing anyone is when Goku does it. When Goku has a new transformation or there are hints to Goku's, come on, how long now have we been talking about Goku's new transformation? How long has the community been talking about Goku's new transformation? Since it was rumored like 4 weeks ago. Dudes have been sitting there. Remember when they showed the episode 101 where Goku put on barrier? Everyone thought that was a new transformation.
Yeah.
Everyone was going crazy. Oh, this Goku's new transformation. Just to find out it was just a barrier. And was like, calm down. And this is what I'm talking about, the Goku. This is the hypocrisy here. Like, this is how you catch these fans with the jammy in their mouth. Like, they straight just, like, riding this dude.
I had to hit the slow clap one time when I saw that shit, too. I was like, yeah, I knew it. I knew it.
I knew it wasn't the transformation because I was like, really? That can't be the transformation. Y'all can't be this lazy. And I know Toei's lazy, but not that lazy. So I already knew it wasn't. And then you watch how many people got upset when Vegeta put on the barrier as well. Dude's feeling a certain way because how did Vegeta know how to put on that barrier? Goku only trained with Gohan about that because Vegeta is a prodigy, which you would never know because it's only said in the manga. And nobody reads the manga because the manga details a lot of things about both Goku, Vegeta, and a lot of other characters that people don't want because people want to be affirmed that Goku is the one and true, undisputable, unrivaled God. Dudes is talking about, yo, I think Goku can beat Beerus. I was like, yo, these people are crazy, B. Like, dudes think like, my man said, Beerus is a 10, and I'm a 15. And you and Vegeta's like a 5 or 6. And that's when they were Super Saiyan Blue. So, without a new transformation, how did y'all think Goku got to 11? That's crazy. Like, Goku and Vegeta were turning into Super Saiyan Blue. They were on their way to Super Saiyan Blue. And we said, you're like a 5 and 6 to Beerus. You and Vegeta. Vegeta's a 10. They've only transformed to Super Saiyan Blue. That's it. And dudes is like, yo, now that Goku's mastered it, he's gained, like, he's at Beerus's level. He can fight Beerus. I'm like, yo, these people are nuts. Like, how y'all figure that? How did y'all figure? So what you're trying to say is that turning into Super Saiyan Blue, Kaioken and then mastering Super Saiyan Blue added 4 points, 4 to 5 points on Goku's scale? Is that what y'all saying? Which is why I like this manga chapter episode number 27. You Goku fans should be lucky a character like Vegeta exists. Vegeta was used as the punching bag to prove a point by Akira Toriyama. Accept this as fact, you Goku fans. Goku will never see Beerus. He's not getting on that level. Period. So says the Oracle Fish. Those two are going to be your rival. It will take Goku and Vegeta to rival Beerus. But any one of them seeing Beerus on the Dolo? Did you not see what happened to Vegeta? He got washed. I'm a Vegeta fan. He got washed by an annoyed Beerus. By an annoyed Beerus. He was annoyed. He washed him one time.
Well, lower your power level there, man.
So, for those who felt like this, oh, that would have happened to Goku, best believe it was. The only reason why they did it to Vegeta is because the fandom would be more digestive of watching Vegeta getting washed than Goku. Y'all are all you Goku fans with panties would get in a bunch and feel a certain way. Oh, super stupid, man. And start crying. So there's like, who can we do? We need to really show Beerus's power because we make a little couple suggestive themes and people are getting out of hand with it. We make Goku turn Kaioken Super Saiyan. Oh, he can fight Beerus. We make Goku's full strength Kamehameha break through Supreme God Zamasu's power level, and everyone's up in arms. Like, oh, he could beat Beerus. Like, we make Goku Master Super Saiyan Blue. Oh, we can beat Beerus. Oh, Kaioshin doesn't say Vegito is stronger than Beerus. When Vegito powered up the final Kamehameha, he's saying Vegito's current power has surpassed Beerus. The power of the final Kamehameha is what surpassed Beerus's power, not Vegito. That was a context to it. If that was not the case, then the minute Vegito had ate the Senzu bean and powered up, then Kaioshin would have said he surpassed Beerus. But he didn't. He said it when he was firing up the Kamehameha. Then everyone started talking about, oh, Goku could beat Beerus. Goku could beat Beerus. So I guess Akira Toriyama is like, all right, look, Toritaro, I need you to do me a favor. I need you guys to show the fandom, okay. So my wife says it's sexy when I yell the roofs off the house. Anyway, so come on, you distracting me here. I'm on stream.
I'm telling you, you need to bring your power level down.
My power level is down. We will bring it back under 9,000. So they clearly, so Korn says they clearly stated that there is a mortal that can defeat gods. If there's another mortal that can do it, Goku can. Nope, that is your opinion. Because as far as I'm concerned, right now in this Universal Survival arc, Goku can't see Jiren. Facts. Facts. Goku cannot see Jiren. Y'all need to stay in y'all place. For real, y'all are overdoing Goku. Y'all really are overdoing it. Even I'm humble with the pie with Vegeta. Come on, man.
Check it out. So that mortal, that now that somebody brings that up, that mortal is from one of the universes that's exempt from the tournament.
Exactly.
Think about this for a second. If those universes weren't exempt, that dude would watch the entire tournament.
Which is why they exempt him. Because he would be the justification of the death of those 8 universes. Those 8 universes can't see him. In fact, his universe could just send him.
We got one fighter.
We have one fighter. Yeah, that's all we need. That's why they exempt 4 universes, because those 4 universes were stronger than all of the other 8. So don't say that. Like, come on, keep it in context. This is what I'm talking about. Goku fans get so blinded by Goku. Like, Goku is, y'all have Goku so, y'all are such fandoms of it. Y'all not keeping in context the lore. Like, come on, man. Come on, son. Come on. Anyway, getting back to the whole situation. The point is this, is that in the anime, Vegeta says, Goku says, if you don't come with me and train, we're going to become stronger than you. And Vegeta says, I'd like to see that. Which means in the anime, Vegeta is stronger than Goku. But, and here's where I'm just being fair. Right? And actually, it's not being fair. I'm actually putting Vegeta at a disadvantage on the count. Just for the sake of the Goku fandom, we're going to currently say right now, because we don't know what trump card Goku nor Vegeta has. We know Goku has something up his sleeve. They make that obvious. But you can't tell me 97 rounds with Whis and 2 months in the hyperbolic time chamber Vegeta doesn't have something up his sleeve. Anyone who's going to say that, you're bugging. You're bugging. Because let's get to the manga now. In the manga, unlike the anime, Vegeta doesn't just train with Whis, he also trains with Beerus. And Jonas, you're wrong. Akira Toriyama has everything to do with the story. Akira Toriyama writes the summary script, and then Toritaro and the guy who does the anime, they write their renditions of the summary script. So you don't know what you're talking about. Once again, I know it. You're a Goku fanboy, and you're gonna say anything. You have cognitive dissonance. You're gonna say anything to defend Goku. So, like, to sit there and say, my man wrote Akira Toriyama has nothing to do with the story. Other Goku fans, can you check this guy? Because he's an idiot. That was a stupid statement right there.
Wait, real quick. Let me just clear something up. This is all Akira Toriyama's story. Toei has a ton of editors, and Toyotaro and the people who work on the anime are the ones who, like, you know, change things just to keep, you know, some level of continuity in the series, because we all know Akira Toriyama can forget a character he just drew.
Yes, like the bumbling idiot he is.
So he may not be 100% in control of how the story goes, but he does write the synopsis.
Yeah, exactly. He writes the synopsis of the story, guys, and then it's the 2 people working on the manga and the anime. They write a general depiction of his synopsis. So it's based on Akira Toriyama.
They flesh it out.
So don't sit here and say Akira has nothing to do with the story. I could understand if you say, well, Akira Toriyama doesn't have full involvement with the story. Say that. But don't sit here and say he has nothing. You know what nothing
That
means?
that was the misconception in GT where people thought he had nothing to do with it. He was hands-on the entire time.
Exactly. Like Akira Toriyama had something to do with GT. He's the one who started GT. And then he passed it on. And you Goku fans are sitting there like, yo, anyway, let me not get into this beat. Anyway, going back. So now we're at the end of the Zamasu arc. And I want to read to you guys. I'm going to read to you guys. And I'm gonna dissect and break it down. The chapters between in Vegeta's training with Beerus and Whis. So I can't show the pictures. I don't want to take a risk on my channel. I know I've seen Geekdom and a couple of these other guys. They've shown pictures and stuff like that of the fight and stuff like that. But I don't want to risk it on my channel. So bear with me, guys. I'm just gonna give you guys a depiction. So they show you Beerus's planet. They show Whis' staff on the floor, and someone's trying to call him. And then you see Vegeta fighting Whis. And Vegeta's like, take this. And Whis is weaving him. He's bobbing and he's weaving. Bobbing and using the weave. And they're like, Vegeta's not hitting him at all. Now, when this first came out, and it was in Japanese, it was not translated, you should have heard Unrelent Gaming. Go to Unrelent Gaming's website. Listen to his breakdown of the Dragon Ball Z manga chapter 27. And trust me, it is nothing of what the translation said, other than Beerus washed Vegeta out in one hit. But everything else he was absolutely wrong about. My man said he was training with Whis. Whis was like, Vegeta, you're still slow, you're not getting it right, blah, blah, blah. So let's see what Whis says. So Whis says, you're getting better, Vegeta. Your moves are getting sharper. So Unrelent Gaming is wrong. And this is what I don't like about these influencers. These influencers don't even correct the mistakes that they make. And they don't add any context. The only time they add any context or make any corrections and when it has anything to do with Goku, because they want to make sure that their God and their Savior, their Lord and Jesus Christ Master, what's the name of this thing here? Goku is not wrong. Okay, and then Speed, there go the link. That's the link so you guys can read it, translate it. For anyone who needs to read it, I put the link in the chat room there so you guys can take a look at it, right? So then Beerus yawns and he's like, I'm bored. So Vegeta goes, and he goes to punch Beerus, and Beerus vanishes, right? And Vegeta has a bewildered look on his face, but then Vegeta stops for a second, and then he calms down. Then Vegeta can hear like a water drop in the water, and Vegeta looks to his left from the water, and then Whis is coming from Vegeta's left behind him. So Vegeta's looking like this, and then right when Whis is about to hit him, Vegeta looks to his right, and Whis appears on his right, and then Vegeta goes, I got you, and he throws a punch in the opposite direction Whis was going to go, and then Whis grabs his hand and goes, correct. He says, correct. Now, when the Japanese untranslated version came out, you didn't need to see the words to understand the context of the punch. You could have just watched what they were drawing. You would have understood. And no one credited Vegeta. Like, my man read Whis' move. Like, let's take this into consideration. Do you know what it means to be able to read Whis' move? Do you know how far you have to be in improvement to read Whis' move? Oh, that's right. It's not Goku, so it's not that important. All right, no problem. So, okay. Whis says, you did well. You've grown as a warrior, Vegeta. Vegeta goes, I don't need your accomplishments. And they go back to sparring it out. So then Beerus is kind of like, what's up with him? He's more into this than usual. So the Oracle Fish is like, it must be because Goku was stronger than him during the battle with Zamasu. So Beerus goes, it's a stupid rivalry, not worth my time. Okay, it's enough. I'm going to bed. So Beerus starts to walk off. So he goes, yeah. He goes, Anyway, he says, your prophecy that they would become my strongest rival was exaggerated after all. This is Beerus talking to the Oracle Fish. So the Oracle Fish is like, they will. So Beerus is like, he says, they will. They'll be your strongest rivals. Okay, listen to this. The Oracle Fish said, and I quote, they will. They'll be your strongest rival. Goku fans, get it in your head. They, Goku and Vegeta, not Goku alone. Goku and Vegeta will be Beerus' strongest rivals. Based on the context of this, what it's coming out, based on the end fight result, it's going to take Goku and Vegeta to rival Beerus. Individually, they're not seeing Beerus. They're going to get washed. Facts. Deal with it. Accept it. Accept that. I'm a Vegeta fan, and I have to accept that. Accept it. Right? Pretty much, Cornelius. Pretty much. So, anyway, Beerus turns around and says, those two? And he's like, yup. My rivals? Yup. So straight instigating. So now Beerus has this begrudging look like he wants to prove the Oracle Fish wrong. So he pushes past the Oracle Fish, and now you see Vegeta still training with Whis, and then Beerus goes, hey, Vegeta. So Vegeta stops, and he's like, I can tell you've made a lot of progress. And Beerus is saying that like with a begrudging look on his face. So before Beerus even fought him, Beerus is like, you've made a lot of progress. Keep this in mind. I'm reading this. I put the link in the room. Y'all can read it. Page 17. Read it for yourself. It says it right there. I can tell you've made a lot of progress. Beerus. And on top of that, we said it himself. So for those who are going to be like, well, we don't know what he's talking about. And I'm sorry. Anything we says is the authority in Dragon Ball. If we says it, there is no mistaking about it. Facts. Anyone who sits here and says no, yo, straight up, eat a bag of, and just like, you don't know what you're talking about. So then Whis goes, oh, Lord Beerus, I thought you were taking a break. I changed my mind. So how about it? How about we go at it again, Vegeta? So Vegeta's like, what? And then Whis is like, how unusual. Vegeta, you should do it, right? So then Vegeta goes, very well, I accept. Scene changes. Beerus is standing over here, Vegeta's standing over here. So Beerus is, it's been a few years, and Vegeta's like, I'm not the same as I was before. So then Oracle Fish is standing next to Whis, and then Whis is like, by any chance, did you say something to Beerus? And then Oracle Fish is like, yup, I said those two Saiyans. So here's a third confirmation. Oracle says, yup, I said those two Saiyans will become his rivals one day. So then Whis goes, so that's why. So then Vegeta powers up, and then Beerus goes Super Saiyan Blue. Right? This is true, Cornelius. Oracle Fish got Vegeta washed. So Beerus goes, bring it on. So Vegeta charges at him. And then he powers up a powerful attack, and he punches Beerus. Now, for those, well, a lot of you guys aren't actual anime fans, so you don't understand that when anime writers, for the most part, draw anime, especially guys like Torotaro, who's so good at detail in his manga, you have to take note of what he's drawing, because everything he draws has a purpose and tells a message, which makes Torotaro a very good manga artist. When he punches Beerus, you can see Beerus's hand take a shock. Beerus's clothes is being blown back by blocking Vegeta's punch. So when Unrelent Gaming showed that, he's like, Beerus blocks it with ease and is not even affected by it. Well, anyway, let's hear what Beerus has to say about what Unrelent Gaming said, which was wrong. I see. The moment of impact was indeed magnificent. I thought you said it wasn't nothing to Beerus. Beerus used the word magnificent. You see what I'm talking about? But I bet you if it was Goku who punched him and he was sat there, and if you look at the drawing and the details, there were 3 lines that was drawn by his hand, and it shook, so you could simply tell Goku has surpassed levels. But like when it's Vegeta, it's like Vegeta punched him and then Beerus just ate it. Like, oh my God, I hate these fanboys, B. Like, this be making me so tight. And Vegeta fanboys know exactly what I'm talking about. It's just most Vegeta fanboys do not have the vernacular or cannot articulate the reason why they hate the Goku fanboys. And I am. And I'm keeping this a billion. Real rap. Goku fans do not like me because I keep it a buck. And I'll put the words out. The words go out.
Bro, how you gonna make how is an entire fandom gonna devalue the second strongest protagonist as an underdog? Like, what the?
Because they don't even consider Vegeta a protagonist. They consider Vegeta Gohan. Real rap.
Vegeta was a protagonist. Vegeta was a protagonist the minute he told Goku to get revenge for the Saiyan race against Frieza.
Exactly. But no, but see, you're going too deep now. See, you're actually into the manga and the anime. You're into the lore. You're not being a Goku or Vegeta fan. We can't do that. Like you're acting like these fanboys are actually intelligent. Like, come on, you got to back up now. You're giving them way too much credit. Like, chill, B. Like they don't watch sort of Berserk, and they don't watch they don't watch real anime and manga. So let's not we don't give them boys them dudes over there don't get that much credit. Hold on, it's a little bit too much, right? So anyway, so then Beerus goes, my hand even shook a bit. So he says, however, your transformation is just a mere power up from Super Saiyan God. That is not enough to reach my level. And he throws Vegeta, right? Now, Unrelent Gaming says he punches Vegeta. But when you look at whether this was translated or not, you can look at the anime, at their drawing, and he throws Vegeta. He catches Vegeta's hand and he flings him. But Unrelent Gaming says he smacks Vegeta out of the way. I'm like, am I watching the same thing he's watching? And this is called cognitive dissonance. When you guys don't believe me, look up Unrelent Gaming Dragon Ball Super Manga Episode Chapter 27 Review. Listen to what this guy says. And you're going to be like, what is he reading? What is he looking at? Because it's not what you're looking at. You're going to be like, yo, this is Triforce caught this dude on some straight Goku fanboyness. So he throws Vegeta. Vegeta backflips off the throw. Backflips off of it into a final flash. Eat this. Final flash. Well, yeah, I guess it's a final flash because it looks like it. Beerus slaps it away. Like, get that garbage out of here. But it was a distraction because Vegeta used that to get behind Beerus. Try to chop off Beerus' head. Beerus ducks it. Vegeta goes, damn it. Vegeta starts doing a bunch of kicks. Like Chun-Li's air lightning kick. And whatnot, and Beerus is just dodging and he's smiling. And then Vegeta's like, and he tries to punch Beerus, and Beerus then does some twirling hurricane move to jump out of the way. Like he's just styling on Vegeta right now. And Vegeta goes, and he flies after Beerus, and when Beerus lands on his pivot and twirls around and uses his tail and smacks the living bejesus out of Vegeta. Vegeta literally goes. You know when you take a rock and you throw it in a river and it skips on the river before it goes in? That's literally what happened to Vegeta. My man got skidded into the river, right? So then Whis was like, that was surprisingly quick. So then you hear the bubbling in the water, and Vegeta slow rises out of the water, powered up as Super Saiyan Blue. He comes out of the water. So then Beerus kind of gets like, he has that face like, what's this? You want to go again? So then Vegeta just stands there and he goes, and Beerus is like, what? No, Beerus is like, what? And then Beerus is he's like, there's a question mark on his head. He's like, what's this? And then Vegeta absorbs all the Super Saiyan Blue essence into him, and he goes, and then Whis is like, Vegeta, that's the same form Goku used. When did you learn how to do that? So then Beerus is like, oh, so Beerus is now fixing his cufflinks. And Vegeta says, if Kakarot can do it, so can I. So Beerus is like, this is exciting. Let's continue. So now Beerus is on the offensive and he charges at Vegeta. And then Vegeta shifts. He goes, and when Beerus comes at him, Beerus goes, lunges at Vegeta. Vegeta blocks it. Lunges the next attack. Vegeta blocks it. So Vegeta parries the first two attacks. Then Beerus tries to kick Vegeta. Vegeta dodges it. So he goes, take that. And on the kick, Beerus, it was a 2-in-1 attack. So Beerus spins off of his pivot off the miss of the kick and tries to punch Vegeta. But Vegeta blocks it. So then now Beerus has this annoyed look like, why'd you block that for? Like, no, look, don't make me have to use effort. So now when they block, they split apart, right? And Beerus says, you've improved a bit. So, before this fight began, Beerus said, you've improved. In the middle of the fight, he's like, you've improved a bit. So you've improved even more. He's like, but I wonder how long you can last. So Vegeta gives him the smirk, and then now Vegeta's on the offensive. So Vegeta charges at him, throws a punch. Beerus dodges it by jumping up. Vegeta clears. Before Beerus can get to the apex of the sky, Vegeta literally it's not instantaneous transmission, but he kind of moves fast enough to catch up to Beerus before he gets to the, like, it rises in the air, and then they fight on their way up, and they blocking and punching, all on their way up. I'm sure you've seen this fight before, this type of thing in Dragon Ball before, if anyone watched Dragon Ball. So now Vegeta's going in, and then Beerus is just blocking. He's on the offensive, and you can tell Beerus has like an annoyed look. He's like, because he's just blocking, because like Beerus is not even fighting back. He's just blocking. He's now being pushed back. So then Whis says, it appears, and let me quote this. I'm going to put this in the room for y'all. Let me put this in the room for y'all. It's very important y'all read this for yourself. Put this in the room for y'all. I want y'all to see that. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Good. I'm glad y'all see that. So, Whis says, it appears Vegeta has complete control over Super Saiyan Blue. I suppose Goku is no longer ahead of him. Goku fans, I know a lot of tears are coming down your chin right now. Just to keep this in perspective, when Geekdom 101 did his review of the Dragon Ball manga chapter 27, he skipped this page. Don't believe me? Go to Geekdom 101's YouTube page. Check out this manga review chapter 27. He skipped page number 27. Page 30. Skipped it. This was a critical part because we said, I suppose Goku is no longer ahead of Vegeta. I don't want to. I'm a Vegeta fan, but I'm gonna keep this fair. I'm going to say they're even. I'm not going to say he surpassed Goku, because that's not what we said. He said, I suppose Goku's no longer ahead of Vegeta. So, I put them at even. So, Oracle Fish goes, is Beerus fighting seriously? So, Whis goes, nope, he's still playing around. Now, I want to put something to you guys. If Beerus is playing around with Vegeta at Master Super Saiyan and he's tied with Goku, that means there is no fight Beerus ever had with Goku that he ever took serious. Every fight Beerus ever had with Goku, he was sandbagging. So then Whis says, but I believe it's about time he got serious. It would be troublesome if he got hit and lost his temper. Oracle Fish says, I don't want that either. He's unpredictable when he's angry. So Vegeta says, you're mine! And you see Beerus in a shocked state. This is called Beerus was not braced. Vegeta was able to break through Beerus's defense while Beerus was annoyed. And he got rocked in his face. Oracle Fish goes, oh, and then Whis is like, ah. And then Beerus, you could see the knot on his head. Because Beerus is like, my man, you really hit me? And you hit me for real, too. And Vegeta's like, got you. So then Oracle Fish is like, can you give me some water? The, water from the, Huh? You don't have to wash it out. I'm going to go downstairs and get some juice. No, I'm buying two of them. So, Oracle's like, he did it. Oracle Fish said he did an exclamation mark with a sweat down his face. Meaning, Oracle Fish is even surprised Vegeta got the hit. Whis is like, he sure did. Now, Beerus is like, he's upset. Now, for all you Beerus fans out there, if you're wondering what song would actually be running right now, it's the same song that is when Beerus was about to Hakai, what's this guy's name? Zamasu. That song, Beerus' song came on. Beerus grabs Vegeta's hand and he goes, you. And Vegeta's like, huh? And he skewers Vegeta's hand. It's perfect Super Saiyan Blue. He's crushing Vegeta's hand. Don't get cocky. So Vegeta's like has this look on his face like, what the hell? So we Oracle Fist is like, Whis, create a barrier before it gets out of control. He's like, we'll do. And this Whis is like, uh-oh, where's my, he said, did I drop my scepter somewhere? And then Oracle Fist is like, oh no, or hey, bam, a big flash goes off. Half of Beerus' planet gets cut in half. There's a crater at the edge of his planet. And then Whis is like, goodness, that was big. Now, I don't care what nobody says. This has got to be the hardest move Beerus has ever used between any of them. I don't care what Beerus did to Goku in his fight on Earth, whether he did that and he's flicking his fingers, that could not have been as strong as what he did here. My man cut off half of his planet. And he has Vegeta's face in the ground on some crater, on some straight Broly level. He has his face in the ground. Like, Last from Mars. Okay. Last from Mars says Vegeta is not stronger than Goku. What are you smoking? Now, I don't know whether or not Last from Mars is listening to the podcast. Huh? No, that's enough ice. Honey? DJ Cyclone, Vegeta, the reason why Vegeta didn't die after that impact is because Beerus did not want to kill him. Beerus used enough energy to knock him out of Super Saiyan, Master Super Saiyan. You have to keep in mind, he had Master Super Saiyan on, which is why he did not die. Last from Mars, obviously you're not up to date on what's going on. I had the point arrow talking to, I know you're talking to the guy above. Nowhere did I direct those words to Triforce. I know you're not directing the words to me, but the question that you're asking in terms of like, is he smoking where Vegeta is not stronger than Goku? I don't think anyone has said, oh, Rodeo Piggy, in my opinion, Vegeta has surpassed Goku. I know I'm not the writer. I know it's not written down, but that. Well, Rodeo, it's we don't know yet. And let me finish this this thing first. We don't know yet, Rodeo. We don't. We can't say that. Or what we can say is that they're tied. Because we said it. So then anyway, Kevin, that's a bad Kevin, this part where you says we don't know if he surpassed Goku. Remember, Vegeta faced Beerus now, but Goku has not. Plus, Goku has a new form. I believe they're even. That's not true because in this very same manga, Goku says, well, that's a part. I'm going to get to the part with Goku so you guys can see where Goku's at. Because, Goku definitely has nothing on Beerus, and I'm going to show you why. So Beerus says, in fact, I think Vegeta would have done better than. I think if Goku fought Beerus, Vegeta would have done better. But that does not mean Vegeta has surpassed Goku. So Beerus says you got carried away. Tells Vegeta, he has Vegeta's face in the floor. He said you got carried away while I was going easy on you. So Vegeta's like, right? And then he says, Vegeta's like, damn it. And then he says, honey, come get baby. So then he says, at this rate, it'll take you 1,000,000 years to become my rival, right? But then Beerus says, well, I'll give you points for improving so quickly. You could probably be a candidate for a god of destruction in another universe. Then Beerus leaves the place, upset. He's like, Wix, fix this mess. And Whis is like, as you wish, right? So Vegeta sits up, right? And then he sits down, and then here comes Whis. Vegeta's like, damn. And then Whis like, you don't have to feel you don't have to feel the sting of defeat, Vegeta. You did very well. That's what Whis is saying to him. After getting washed, Whis is like, you did very well. And then Vegeta's like, but I'm no match for him at all. And he's like, what did you expect? After all, your opponent is the god of destruction of this universe. So we says, I can tell that you still think first and move later. Doing that is limiting. It will take some time for your brain and senses to get your body to move how you want. You must be able to let every single part of your body judge and act on its own. And that's very difficult. Even Lord Beerus hasn't mastered it. So Vegeta's like, once I've mastered it, I'll be able to take on any enemy. Is that what you're saying? And then Whis is like, correct. Now, this is a big foreshadowing. Poldrin, you there?
Yep.
Okay. This is a big foreshadowing. Yeah, light years. Actually, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't like Dragon Ball. I just like Vegeta. I like the story of a well-developed character. And Vegeta, Frieza, Gohan is the only reason why I watch Dragon Ball, because those are the only well-developed characters. Everybody, I'm sad that they dropped the ball on Piccolo, but yeah, everybody else is really no. It's just really no. So so anyway, so like he said, so we says indeed, right? Now I think this is foreshadowing. We says it will take you time for your body to get to learn that. Now, if the Universal Survival Tournament's coming up, and both Goku and Vegeta is looking to master having their body parts move independently, here's a question I have to ask you guys. Who got more time to get more training to do that? Goku or Vegeta? I want to see what everyone has to say in the chat room. Who you think got more time to learn? One second. Honey, come here for a second. You see that at the bottom of the what is that in there?
No idea.
Oh boy. Anyway, okay, that's not everybody that's in this room. Who you think is going to get more time to be able to master that? I only saw a couple of people. We have Vegeta. Twin says, I don't know. We have yet to see Vegeta surpass Goku. Right now, I say they're even. I can't see Vegeta being the main character in Dragon Ball though, and that's fine. That's your bias towards the situation. Rodeo, you said Goku, right? The manga has more info, but is behind the story. I am talking about the anime. I do not count Kaioken as show of overall power. It's more not a transformation. Robin says she doesn't know. Elbow says probably Vegeta. Okay, so if the manga is lagging behind the anime and they're relatively the same, then the answer is Vegeta. Because Goku is about to do something which will put them within 48 hours before the Universal Arc Tournament starts. Nowhere during that time will Goku have the time needed to learn how to have his body move without thinking. But Vegeta goes into the hyperbolic time chamber for 2 whole months. How do I know it's 2 whole months? Because in the anime, he said he went in there for 3 hours. That may change in the manga. They may say he goes in there for, I don't know. In the manga, it may be slightly changed, and they'll say 12 hours, which is another 6 months. But going by what's going on with the anime, until the manga catches up, going by the anime, he went in there for 3 hours. I've calculated, I've broken down if 24 hours is 1 year in the hyperbolic time chamber, then 3 hours is 2 months in the hyperbolic time chamber. So I can see Vegeta getting closer to mastering the ability to move his body without thinking than Goku. Because Goku only gets a day. Vegeta gets 2 months. see, this is called lore. This is not being a fanboy. This is looking at the story, looking at the direction of the story, and coming up with hypotheses and theories based on the lore. Not nah, Goku's gonna do it. Why? Because he's Goku. That is not an answer. That is a fanboy. That is not an answer, B. So anyway, let's get back to the manga, right? So next page, page 36. Vegeta says, that means I still have a long way to go. And here is where these next two panels, Geekdom 101, also excludes out of his review. Don't believe me? Go to Geekdom 101. Pages 27 and pages 30 and pages 36 were not in his review. So Vegeta saying we still have a long ways to go. Vegeta goes on to say, Kakarot and I are equals, but we are far from reaching our full potential. Meaning, Vegeta has now come to the realization that when he told Goku that they were at their limits when they were in the hyperbolic time chamber the first time, he's wrong. Also, Vegeta has co-signed with Whis that him and Kakarot are even. So for all you Goku fanboys out there, y'all gotta deal with this. They are even. Before they used to thank you, honey. Before they used to make the suggestions, Goku and Vegeta were even. Before, no one knew. You had to really take a look at the show, the art, and scrutinize certain things and blah, blah, blah. But here, in writing, in quotes, Whis is like Goku's no longer ahead of Vegeta, and Vegeta's like Kakarot and I are equals. This is a statement. It's not a question. But we are far from reaching our full potential. That means Vegeta knows Goku is still going on. So Vegeta says, as long as I know that, that's all I need. And then Vegeta says, which is what you're reading right here on the screen in this podcast, Vegeta's resolve. I am the one who will get to the top first. I'm sick of following after him. Now, to me, that is a foreshadow that Vegeta is gonna reach the top plateau of a new transformation before Goku. Goku will catch up, but Vegeta's gonna get there first. That is called writer's foreshadowing. That's if any of you guys even know about writers foreshadowing anything. Most of you are fanboys who just go, ha, 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 Goku, ha, ha, ha. That's all y'all want to read. Y'all are not interested in the actual writing, so which is unfortunate. Oh, mom's is home. I got to keep my voice down. So anyway, Whis says, I see. So that's what you're referring to. Well then, starting tomorrow, shall I increase your time for training? So Vegeta goes, no, I'll save next session for another time. And he says, sorry, but I need you to take me back to Earth. And he goes, why? And he says, I won't be coming back here for a while. For a while? So Whis is surprised. And then Oracle Fish has Whis' staff. He's like, I found your staff for someone who's trying to reach you. And he goes, ah, yes. And he finds out Goku's trying to reach him. This part I just skipped. Goku's like, I want to come over and train. And he's like, okay. He's like, oh, Goku. He's like, oh, you want to come over and train? He's like, yeah. And he's like, that's fine. He's like, what are you bringing me to eat? And he's got, I got some food for you. And Whis is like, ooh. And then he's like, I'm at Boomers right now. And he's like, can we invite Vegeta as well? I want to meet up there in an hour. And then Whis is like, oh, Vegeta's already here. And Goku's like, huh? And Goku has a sweat on his face. He's like, that's cheating. He was training without me. Let me join you guys then. Now, if this wasn't prominent back in the beginning of the Super Arc, it is prominent now. Goku knows that if Vegeta gets trainings by Whis, Vegeta will eventually surpass Goku. That's why Goku does not like when Vegeta goes and trains with Whis on his own. So remember the last two podcasts I had and I said, who is getting better training? Goku with Hit or Vegeta with Whis? Goku right here subjectively is showing page number 38 that training with Whis is a very important thing. That he called it cheating. Why would Goku call it cheating?
Because he knows what's up. He already knows. Like, see, I think it's weird. I think it's weird even that Goku would even be bothered by Vegeta training on his own. unless it was a like direct rivalry.
Because Goku knows Vegeta's potential. He knows it. In fact, it's sad because Goku's been telling people Vegeta's potential, whether in the manga or in the anime. When Vegeta became a Super Saiyan God Blue, Goku even said it. Everyone was surprised. Vegeta became Super Saiyan Blue, and he's like, "Yup," and he did it all on his own without the ritual. Like, people don't see that Goku was giving Vegeta mad props.
See, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Vegeta does a lot of this. Vegeta's very vocal about how he feels about Goku, but Goku's very subtle about how Vegeta. Goku's very subtle about how Vegeta affects him in his goals.
Yes.
Goku does half the things he does because he sees Vegeta do it naturally.
And then Goku, because he does not have the prodigal talents that Vegeta has to find another way. So anyway, so let me finish this up. So then now he says, but Vegeta's about to leave, and Goku goes, "What? Come on, man!" And then so Whis like, "Anyway, why are you leaving, Vegeta?" And then Vegeta goes, "It's almost time for it to be born," right? So then they show Goku going, "Birth?" And then Bulma comes out and she has a belly. And Goku's like, "What's up with that belly? You're eating too much." And that's when she was like, anyway, long story short, they found out Goku's like, "Oh, you're pregnant." So an hour later when they get there, whatever the case may be, Goku says, "Hey, Whis." And then Whis is like, "Thanks for waiting. Now let's get going." So he says, "Vegeta, why are you leaving?" So he says, "Can't you tell by looking at Bulma? She's gonna give birth any day now, and I need to stay here." So Goku goes, "Why you're not?" So it says, "Why you're not the one? Why you're not the one giving birth?" So then Vegeta's like, "How stupid are you? If I leave and go and train, she'll never forgive me." So then Goku's like, "Why do you care? Look at me. I don't even know when Gohan or Goten were born." Now this is where I have to defend. This is where I'm What's hold on, guys. There's ramen in the house. Come on, huh? Let me get a bite. The ramen snack break on the stream. This is terrible. Hold on, here. I just want one bite, bookums. I don't think this is death. Cup of noodles suck. I'd rather the ramen in the packet. I can dice up my own vegetables in it. Alright, so anyway. Where is it? So Vegeta's like, "You may not be a bad person, but you're a horrible father." So Goku's like, "Huh?" So then Whis is like, "Maybe I'm not familiar enough with Earth's customs to understand this. Anyway, let's get going, shall we?" So Goku says, and I quote, "Don't blame me if I get way stronger than you, okay?" And Vegeta says, "Just go." Why would Goku say that if they were not at least even, or Vegeta stronger than Goku? So there was.
You can't even play up the semantics there, because he directly said, "Don't blame me if I get stronger than."
Yes, it says
that would mean that there was something to get stronger than in the first.
Exactly.
Okay.
Sorry. So anyone who wants to argue the current position of Vegeta in the manga right now about being under Goku, you cannot argue it. They're even. Period. So now they leave, right? And Vegeta says, this part I don't understand in the manga. Vegeta says, "I'm definitely correct here. Definitely." I don't know if he means that in terms of Goku being a horrible father, or his decision not to go and train with them, and Goku actually becoming stronger than him. That's actually up in the air. I'm assuming it has something to do with him being a terrible father because of his face. He has that face like, he has one of them like that the retarded like Vegeta faces that he be making. In fact, he has the same face like Vegito, which I keep telling people Vegito is the Vegeta dominant persona fused, and Gogeta is the Goku dominant persona. So anyway, when they get to the planet, for those who are saying, oh, when Goku starts training with Beerus, well, as you guys already know, I don't know if you guys know, Goku doesn't get a chance to train with Beerus or Whis in the anime or in the manga. Actually, he trains with Whis for, I think, a day. I think it was a day. No, not even a day. It was like a couple of hours, because it was only like, in the anime, it was like an hour to 2 hours left, and Goku got like an hour time training with Whis in the gravity chamber. And for what it's worth, it's a game because it's Whis, but nothing in comparison to the game Vegeta got with Whis and Beerus. Not to mention, Vegeta then went to the hyperbolic time chamber for 2 months. So, anyway, when Goku gets to Beerus' planet, they eat the food, and right after they eat the food, they reenact that whole part about him going to go talk to Zeno. So, no training takes place there. Now, I bring this up for a reason, because if you go back to page 1, very important when you go back to page, actually not 1, go back to page 2, 3, 4, 5, hold on, I'm going to get the page for you guys. Go to page 11. No, go to page 10. Actually, I'll put the link in the room. I'm sorry, I'll put the link in the room. So for those who don't understand, this is why I said Vegeta did very good against Beerus. And if it was Goku, Goku would have gotten washed worse. Goku had to take off a couple of bandits who shot some bullets at him, and Goku got bruised by a bullet. And Goku himself said, and I quote, "Huh? Looks like I'm getting out of shape." Page 10. Need the evidence? Here we go. There go the evidence. PK memes, we're going to talk about Goku's limit breaker in a second. In fact, Black Podrin, I'm going to leave that whole talk to you about the limit breaker and what you think is going to happen with Vegeta. So, so this is where we're at now. In the anime, they're even. From as far as I'm concerned, that's just to be fair and diplomatic. But I actually really believe that that Vegeta is actually stronger than Goku, and is going to release something. So with this, I just found it funny how Geekdom and Unrelent Gaming and some of these guys, Geekdom said that this manga episode was cool. He used the word cool. I thought it was great. A lot of contextual stuff was put into this, and it pretty much gave us a platform to gauge where Goku and Vegeta's stance with Master Super Saiyan Blue is to Beerus, which was a long question thing that everyone was wondering. Now we know. If Master Super Saiyan Blue can go toe-to-toe with Merge Zamasu, that means Beerus would have curb-stomped Merge Zamasu into oblivion. And here's the thing about Beerus that we know why you beat Merge Zamasu. Hakai. Zamasu's immortality has nothing against Hakai. Hakai can wipe out his immortality. It's beyond it. So anyway, with that being said, I really wanted to go over that episode. Let me see how much time is here. Okay, 122. We're gonna put in a couple more minutes here. I've been doing a lot of talking, Black Pojin. Give me your overall consensus on this manga, chapter 27, and Vegeta's resolve, and then touch on that whole situation about the new transformation. What's your thoughts on all of this? And I'm gonna mute my mic because I want you to get the whole say on this.
Okay, so and let me know if my stuff starts breaking up. But so as far as Vegeta's resolve is concerned, and so I don't I'm not necessarily a fan of either one of them. I lean more towards Vegeta, but I'm not necessarily a fan of the whole rivalry between Goku and Vegeta. There's always a ton of misconception, even though in this chapter specifically, there is a ton of evidence foreshadowing. Well, sorry, there's a ton of foreshadowing for Vegeta to actually surpass Goku for the first time in this series history. And I'm all for that. That's what I think of this chapter. I think this is just a great example of foreshadowing for things that are going to come in the future. Now, for the next transformation, this is going to be the barrier. This is either going to be the barrier situation all over again. I'm not necessarily, it's a possibility, but honestly, I feel like Goku is going to reach this form. Goku's going to reach whatever this is, this is all hypothetical. Goku's going to reach this form, right? But it's not going to be what we expect it to be. It's going to be like a nerfed or a alpha stage of the form. It's not going to be the fully realized. It's not going to be the full product.
What you're pretty much trying to say is this is a Cell arc situation all over again. When Vegeta went into the hyperbolic time chamber, he came out with the Ascended Super Saiyan form, and Trunks came out with the Ultra Super Saiyan form. When in reality, the form that they were supposed to go for was the Mastered Super Saiyan form, which is what Goku comes out. Except this time, the roles are reversed. Goku is going to come out with the Ascended Super Saiyan form, but then Vegeta is going to master it. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Goku's gonna use whatever this is. It's gonna be spectacular. It's gonna be wonderful. But Goku's gonna get whopped. Okay. Goku's gonna get whopped, and then Vegeta's gonna be like, okay, now let me show you how to do that right.
Oh man, you know this is a big risk. If they are doing this, this is a big risk that they're taking because you are aware of the amount of hate that's going to ensue after this.
Vegeta's designed to be hated. It's okay. It's perfectly fine.
I think the only way to get this done properly is if Goku is either incapacitated or removed from the tournament and a situation is devised where it forces everyone to then look to Vegeta
He's the only one
as the man to get it done. They did this in the Cell arc. Goku was the man, but they had to find a way to remove Goku out of the battlefield to force everyone to depend on Gohan.
Right.
To the point, like, Goku was no match for Cell, ever. And this is the funny part when everyone's like, oh, he did better against Cell than Vegeta did. And I'm like, did you watch the Cell arc? Did you not see that the Cell Juniors were washing Goku and Vegeta? Vegeta did a Final Flash to a Cell Junior. The Cell Junior stopped the Final Flash and threw it somewhere. And Goku was laying on the floor face down, and he had to lift up his face. He was like, what's going on? And he's like, they were getting washed by Cell Juniors. And a lot of people don't understand that. Like, they were never a match for Cell, ever.
And then Gohan came in and Hokuto Shinken down things.
Exactly. Because Super Saiyan 1, Ascended Super Saiyan, or Super Ultra Great Super Saiyan 3, which is just Super Saiyan 1, we just call it Ultra Super Saiyan. None of those were any of a match for Cell. None of those are a match. Super Saiyan 2 was the only thing that could measure up to Cell, and I won't even say match Cell, because Gohan and Triforce will say this, because all the true Dragon Ball fans know this is a fact. Not one single Saiyan was on Cell's level, even Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Super Saiyan 2 Gohan was not stronger than Cell.
Actually, I want to reinforce. I want to reinforce a statement you made earlier in this conversation with the Cell arc.
Okay.
It's about the power output and them talking about surpassing Beerus.
Yes.
Like you said, it was the blast. That was the power output that surpassed Beerus.
Exactly.
And this is proven in the Cell arc because Gohan was not stronger than Cell. As far as I'm concerned, Cell won that fight.
Yes, we all know.
Vegeta had to distract Cell, ruining his power output.
Oh, can you tell them the story about how you didn't even know Vegeta distract them? Because I want to address all the young Dragon Ball fans.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah. The stuff you put me onto.
Yeah. So you tell them. I give you you take.
So in the four kids, I believe it was 4 Kids who was dubbing it at the time. They edited out the scene where Vegeta hits Cell in the back and distracts him so that Gohan can wash him with the Father Son Kamehameha. It's edited out.
Yup. To make you all
So you
believe, it's to make you all believe that Gohan mustered up the power and overpowered Cell. He didn't overpower Cell. Cell was distracted and could not brace to fight back. It's like someone taps you and you turn around, and then when you're turning back around, a full force haymaker hook is coming to you. You can't brace for it. When you get hit, you're gonna get knocked out. You can't. There's nothing you can do, and that's what happened.
Goku was begging Vegeta. He was on King Kai's shoulder, I believe.
Yes.
He was begging Vegeta to help Gohan because he knew Gohan couldn't beat Cell.
And
Vegeta waited till the last moment.
So let me explain this part. So for all you so-called Dragon Ball Z fans or Dragon Ball fans, which are not Dragon Ball fans, Gohan only had one arm, so he needed help. Goku-san, what are you talking about? His arm being broken had nothing to do with it. You don't. What you're not understanding is that when they were doing the power beam struggle, Cell was not serious. Like, did you not know? Did you not know?
Yeah, he was just fucking with him.
Sorry, no problem. Were you not watching that Goku Sun 210? Did you? What were you watching? Because I know I was watching it.
Cell was laughing at him.
Oh, Gohan's arm was down. So let me get this straight. Tien, Yamcha, Piccolo, Krillin were all shooting fireballs at the back of Cell. Cell was focusing on Gohan, looked back and said, "What are y'all doing? Leave me alone."
Yeah.
And opened up his back. And he was fighting them on two fronts. Then talking to Gohan and laughing at Gohan like, ha, 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 ha. Looks like I'll have to turn it up, Gohan. And Gohan was losing. Gohan was like this small. He had this small little beam barrier. Gohan even said, "Dad, I can't do it." And Goku says, if you have to watch the Japanese version for this. He says, "Hang on, Gohan." If you watch a Japanese version, there's a part where you see Goku has this look in his face. He's terrified because Gohan's about to lose. And he's talking to Vegeta. "Vegeta, you have to help my son." And Vegeta says, "Why should I help your son? My son is dead. This is over, Kakarot." And he's like, "But if you help, we can wish your son back with the Dragon Ball. If you help my son defeat Cell." And there's a part that they took out for 4Kids, which I showed Black Poultry. And Vegeta goes, "I, the Prince of all Saiyans, fear Cell?" And he jumps up to the top, and what he does is what so people like, yeah, but like Vegeta was never that powerful. Like Vegeta barely keep in mind Ascended Super Saiyan Vegeta was able to blow off half of Cell's body, and Cell thought he could block it. He thought he could block it, and he got that bopped. Half of his body got ripped off. Now
we got into the first time we had this conversation. We got into a huge argument about power output versus
exactly
power level.
That power output by Vegeta is not Vegeta's power. That's just what KDZ says. That's just them. Those guys and humans have the ability to push all their power and multiply into. That's not really their power. They're just multiplying what they have and giving it their all. It spends them. But that's not their full power, right? Now, the only way Vegeta will ever be able to do any damage, yes, Kisan, Vegeta tipped the scales in Gohan's favor. The only way Vegeta can ever do any type of damage that can distract Cell is if Cell is not moving. And in this situation, unlike foolish Trunks who pushed up to Ultra Grade, Ultra Grade was only good in that moment. And that's why Vegeta used Ultra Grade then. And he big bang attack, and it was strong enough to make, and that just goes to show you how powerful Cell is. My man Vegeta Ultra Grade big bang attack, and it only made him buckle. It just made him buckle. And the only reason why I made him buckle because I hit him from the back. So I think if it hit him from the front, Cell would have been like, who's bothering me?
Well, yeah, you would have seen it coming, first of all.
Yes, you'd have been like, stop that, right? But it hit it from the back. So when it hit it from the back, it buckled him. And then Goku said, Gohan, now! And then Gohan pushed everything in his life into the move. And that's what I'm talking about. Like someone tapping you and you turn around and you come back around and Mike Tyson's coming in with a full swing hook. And you cannot see it coming. There was absolutely nothing Cell could have done in that situation. He was done. So now I say this because going back to your point about the whole thing about the Cell arc and Vegeta, I find it funny, Black Podrin. Is it me, or whenever Vegeta does anything stupid that damns or dooms the universe or the earth, everyone gets on Vegeta. But when Goku does it, it's okay. Your thoughts?
Goku had way more offenses than Vegeta. Vegeta's biggest offense is Cell. Oh no, go perfect. It's fine. Do it.
Yes.
I'll still whoop your ass. That was the biggest mistake Vegeta had made in the series. Not the Majin thing didn't even like amount to that because Goku was able to defeat him. And rectify the situation. It was over like that. But what Vegeta did in the Majin arc was really just a redemption story. It was really like the peak of him choosing whether or not evil was the way. Like did his power come from his hatred? It was self-discovery. But the Cell thing was completely unacceptable, and that really was Vegeta's only offense.
Yes.
Goku does this every single arc.
Yes, he does. And I can't. And to be very honest with you, the whole thing with Cell is a shared responsibility because Goku then gave Cell a Senzu bean. So that's just as dumb as Vegeta.
Oh my god.
That was just as dumb as Vegeta. So when people go, oh, it's Vegeta's fault, actually, no, it's Vegeta and Goku. Goku is dumb as bricks. My man, after fighting him, said, hey, son, go and fight him. Hey, Cell, here's a Senzu bean. Even in Team 4-Star, Piccolo is like, Goku, you're sending your son to death. He's like, you're sending your son to death.
Yeah, it's funny as hell.
So in any event, right? So moving on to this arc, like you said, so you think that Vegeta will be the one to refine whatever it is that Goku is doing. Do you think?
Look, the reason why it has to happen this way, is to appease the fans. Goku's going to attempt the transformation first, and it's going to be like half-ass, not even half-ass, quarter-ass. And then Vegeta's going to come out with the more refined version. I'm not even going to say the perfect version, but the more refined version, and he's going to show how it's done.
All right, so let me ask you this question now, right? Who do you think is going to be the catalyst that stops Goku from getting the full thing done? Or who do you think is going to be the one to either ring out Goku or incapacitate Goku in the ring and shift the tides?
My money's on Jiren.
You think it's going to be Jiren?
Jiren's going to wash Goku.
I think it's going to be Golden Frieza.
See.
I think Frieza is going to be that scumbag. I think it's going to be a fight between Goku and Vegeta. No, Goku and Jiren. And Goku is going to go for the transformation. And this new half version of the transformation. Let's say it's Super Saiyan God Ascension, right? Right? Wait, no, they call it Ascended Super Saiyan. So let's call this Ascended Super Saiyan God, right? Or Ascended Super Saiyan Blue. Let's call it that. I think Goku's going to get that. And he's going to fight Jiren. And with that, free one-up. I don't think anyone's going to eliminate Vegeta. I think Vegeta's going to win the tournament and save Universe 7.
Yeah, I'm actually not expecting. There's nothing to me
that says Goku's
knocked out. Think about where the tournament is right now. Anybody who would have been like a candidate to knock Vegeta out, they're gone.
The only people that can knock Vegeta out is A, Hit, which I don't think Hit can do it. B, Frieza, right? Jiren, Topo. And if Goku and Vegeta are considered equals, Topo can't do it, Hit can't do it, Dispo can't do it, Who else? Who else did I say? Khalifa can't. And if we're not talking about hit, all of Universe 7 can't do anything.
The only thing I'm worried about with Khalifa is she gonna reach all primary forms of Super Saiyan before this tournament ends? Because she's been the fastest accelerating character in the Dragon Ball franchise.
So, well, I will say this. I think Vegeta's going to win the tournament. When Goku said, he says, I'm going to win the tournament. He's like, Goku said, I'm going to survive and I'm going to win this tournament. And then Vegeta looked at him and he said it with a very calm demeanor. And he says, no, Kakarot, I'm going to win this tournament and I'm going to use the Dragon Balls and make a wish. I was always perplexed about that episode. Episode 101. Go watch it. Goku makes a resolve and says, I'm going to win this. I'm going to survive to the end. I'm going to win this tournament. And Vegeta says, no, he's going to win this tournament and get the Dragon Balls and make a wish. I found that crazy. Like, Goku doesn't even care about getting the Dragon Balls and making a wish. Now, the only wish that could actually be made here, and this is where I think why I say Vegeta's going to win. I think Vegeta's going to make a wish and restore all the universes. I think that's what's going to happen. To restore all the universes or something of that nature. I don't know if he can.
Be the hero this time.
I think Vegeta is going to be the massive hero. That's why they're giving Goku all this burn time. If you look at the first 5 episodes of the Universal Survival Arc Tournament, this is about Goku, B. It shows Vegeta jumping in, he gets some burn. Gohan got a little bit of burn. All these other characters, but this is about Goku. Like, what did Goku really have to do with Hit's fight? Man just came in on some. He just made a cameo appearance, a Super Saiyan God. Like,
if I'm being honest, Hit's going to be the step stool that shows that Vegeta is basically ready to do it. Vegeta's going to probably have a fight with Hit, and then Hit's going to get taken down. Maybe not wrung out, but Vegeta's going to outdo him. Yes. And then they're going to move on to the nitty gritty. I'll be right back.
Okay, no problem. So in this regard, guys, I seen Goku getting disabled, and the question is who is going to disable Goku, and I think it's going to be Frieza. I honestly believe that Frieza is gonna. I think Frieza is gonna fuse with Frost, and it's gonna be too much for Goku. Goku's gonna spend up all of his energy in his new suit, in his new transformation against Jiren, and then Frieza betrays Universe 7, fuses with Frost. Now that Hit's out of the tournament somehow. This is where Black Poldrin makes his point. Vegeta gets rid of Hit. Frieza fuses with Frost. Make an announcement in the tournament. I want to jump ship. I don't want to represent Universe 7 no more. I'm going over to Universe 6. By fusing with Frost, you kind of can make the argument. He's now fused as one. He's now with Frost. Whatever the case may be. Whether or not later on they defuse and then they kill Frieza later on, that's irrelevant. But they fuse, he's not a part of them. While Goku spends all that energy fighting Jiren or going toe-to-toe with Jiren because that even plateau because of his new transformation, then that's when I wouldn't even call him. You have King Cool, you have Cooler, you have Frieza, you have Frost, and I forgot that other guy's name. There was another one, the kid one in the Bardock, the unofficial Bardock thing where the fan did that, whatever. But I think the guy's gonna be fused into Refrigerator, right? Anyway, Kisan, whatever.
I am back.
Kisan says, I'm not saying Vegeta's gonna lose to Hit. I'm just saying he could get hit by him. Anyway.
Goddamn.
So I can see I said that to them. I could see Frieza fusing with Frost and becoming Refrigerator, and beating or Icebox or Cooler or something like that. One of those things. What would the name be if Frost and Frieza? Would it be frozen? Nah. Frito? Something. I just call him refrigerator. So it's whatever. Froza. Yeah, Froza. Someone said vanilla ice. Ice cubes. Sub Zero. You know. Kevin Rivera says Frost is nowhere near Frieza. Fusion can only work on the powers are even. If you're basing it off the Plutara and the Fusion dance, we don't know if the Frieza race has their own storyline of how they can fuse. Their fusion does not have to be based on Goku's fusion. Like, not everything is. Guys, stop thinking everything is based on Goku and how things work around Goku. Frieza is an entire different alien species. No, look at Nail and Piccolo. They fused. Kami Nail, yeah, Kami and Nail are in Piccolo. They're fused. Piccolo.
In fact, there's actually very little known about Frieza's race, so they can just create any old bullshit.
They can create anything that they want. So don't try to limit Frieza to what Goku and Vegeta can do in their fusion. Can't do that, man. You can't. So they can fuse any way they want. They can make up anything. You know, they can just do whatever they want. Kevin Rivera said, I said the Namex. Read the rest. Oh, wait. Unless the Frieza race has a different kind of fusion like the Namex. Then you're making the point. Then you answered your own statement. So, so yeah, there was no reason for me to even say that. So I take that back. The Acrosians don't know the Meteorine fusions, I think. It has to be some crazy Japanese pun thing for the name. I was about to say Piccolo is Namekian, though. So in any event, I think we really covered the whole Vegeta's resolve. I just want to get a show of what the community's thinking. So guys, who do you think is going to be the hero for Universe 7 for the Universal Survival tournament? Who do you think from Universe 7 is going to win the tournament? So one guy says Master Roshi. Another guy says Vegeta. The narcissist says Goku don't even play. Ultron 1 says in my heart Gohan, in my brain Vegeta. At least he's honest. Right? Who else? Rodeo Piggy says Vegeta. Slime 64 says, or Blime or Thrime says Vegeta, or fan service Goku. Ha, I like that answer. Leon says Goku. He was built to be the hero. So was in the Cell arc, Goku was built to be the hero, but who ended up winning? Gohan. So it's not like they can't do it again. Chris says Vegeta. Tide says Vegeta or Gohan, not Goku this time. Prodigy says Yamcha. Bowman says, will there be a winner? What if it's a unite and battle the gods? Actually, Bowman, that's what Black Pauldron thinks. He thinks something's going to interrupt the tournament, and it's going to be angels versus the gods.
It's always that way. The tournaments always get interrupted.
And yeah, so I think when it comes down to the primary universes, it's going to come down to the 3 primary universes that they even care about. Universe 11, Universe 6, Universe 7, and possibly 2. All the other universes are going to get wiped out. So it may come down to 4 universes, and I think something's going to interrupt the universe, and it changes the whole dynamics. Someone says, I said Gohan, Great Minds is back. TN, okay, I wouldn't be surprised if that happens.
Trappers, you remember my theory about Jiren knocking out Universe 7, and then it's going to be the Jiren show.
Yeah, I don't see them knocking out Universe 7. I
think it would just be a great twist if Universe 7 got erased and then like they ended up somewhere instead of just being erased, they just ended up somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, so three Lime 64 says gods are weaker than the angels. So can you explain? We have 12 minutes. Can you explain to them your theory of how the tournament's going to change into what it's going to change into right before we go? And we'll cut this off at the 2-hour mark. Go on.
Say that one more time.
All right, we have 12 more minutes, and we can stop this at the 2-hour mark. But I want you to give the explanation to 3Lime64 about your story of what you think is going to happen that interrupts the tournament and changes the whole paradigm of this arc and what it turns out to be.
Oh yeah, so pretty much I'm gonna keep it short too because I don't have I actually wrote it down so I wouldn't forget, but I don't have those notes with me. Okay. So basically what's gonna happen is that they're gonna get down to like the time, and there are gonna be like 4 universes. They're gonna be either 2 or 4 universes left. No 3, no 5. Like there's gonna be 2 or 4 universes left, and they're pretty much gonna like pick the strongest guys from each universe or something who's left, and then they're gonna have them duke it out like that. Or it's a 2-part. It's a segue. Or someone's gonna figure out what the hell's going on with the erasing of the universes and the fact that the angels are still active. That's smart. So that's what I feel is gonna happen. The tournament's gonna turn into something. It's gonna turn into something completely different.
So Korn says he thinks Vegeta will get eliminated long before Goku. What do you think about that?
If he does, I'm done watching the show.
Because it's like, why build up Vegeta that way, right?
Right, I'm done. Like,
well, what's the point of that? Which is why this is why I know for a fact Vegeta's not going to get knocked out, because it's like, why are they building up the character just to get him knocked out? That doesn't make any sense. Cornelius says, anyway, he says, DBZ, it will come down to Goku and Gohan before it comes down to Goku and Vegeta. That's crazy.
No, Gohan's nowhere near. Gohan is nowhere near relevant at this point. In fact, actually, I have a theory about Gohan.
What's the theory?
I actually have a theory about Gohan. Gohan's going to falter.
I think so too.
He's gonna be like, I can't do this.
I think he's gonna be knocked off.
He might just throw himself off.
No, he doesn't even throw himself off. He's gonna get knocked. He's gonna be in a power battle with someone, and he just can't compete, and he's just gonna get knocked off.
That's the traditional way of it happening. That's the most obvious way it would happen. But I think Gohan's gonna like just sack himself because he can't deal with the whole universe erasing thing. It's probably gonna be him again.
I see what you're saying.
He's probably gonna finish. Yeah,
he's probably gonna bad about it. I
right,
can see that.
because he already wiped out one universe. He defeated universe.
And you can, yeah, you're right, and you can tell his mental resolve was shaken by it.
Yeah, Piccolo had to tell him to get back into the game.
I mean,
Korn says, nah, he's gonna overcome just like he's been training with Piccolo. Yo, Korn, chill, B. You bugging. You bugging. Use my man 50 grand and all, but chill, man. Nah, like, you giving Gohan way too much stock, B. Way too much stock.
No, Gohan's not relevant. They're only bigging up the characters they bigged up just to make them reasonable to have in this tournament. Because somebody's got to take the pressure off of Goku and Vegeta.
Tien is wet.
Yeah, these guys are whack. All right. I think we covered it. Unless you have something else to say, we have 8 more minutes.
That's all I have to say about this. Yeah,
thank you guys, man. I really appreciate you guys coming in. This was more of an event session, but it's more to add context to the Dragon Ball Super lore, especially from the manga side, which then this manga episode really puts into perspective a lot of things in the anime side. I felt I had to do this, and I knew it was going to take this long, like 2 hours to do this, because I really wanted to just leave this to the professionals, like Geekdom and the rest of those other dudes who talked about this. But like, I was disappointed in their review of this manga episode. It just didn't even make any sense. It made it sound like they really just didn't cover it. You guys, like, in fact, go to Geekdom's, you can just type in Geekdom 101 on YouTube. Go to his YouTube page. You're going to see manga chapter 727. Check it out. Go to Unrelenting Gaming. Check it out. Go to these guys. Get their points of views. Don't just take my point of view. Get those guys' point of view. But you're going to see what I'm saying. They kind of really, Unrelenting Gaming just outright, flat out, just completely misinterpreted chapter 27. Completely. Geekdom was a little bit more accurate, but Geekdom omitted 2 very critical things, which I just found crazy. Like, my man omitted we saying that Goku was no longer ahead of Vegeta. and then omitted when Vegeta said we're even. Like, how could you omit those two panels? I didn't get that. But check those guys out, get their review so you can get the whole. You could get my point and their points, and then now you guys can come up with your own points. But I appreciate all you guys joining me for this podcast with Black Poldrin. Guys, check out Black Poldrin's page, BALQUE Poldrin. You check it out on YouTube. Actually, when this episode goes back up, I'm going to leave it for everyone to be able to review. At the end of the hey, what's going on? At the end of this podcast, I'm going to leave a 20-second mark where you can see the different reviews and so forth. So I want to thank everybody for joining me on this segment. I will see you guys at the next podcast. Peace.